Hi guys, it's Kiarako here, back with another speed build. This is a speed build of a funky Victorian house. And the reason I decided to build this was because I recently downloaded a new custom content pack that came with a lot of cool like Victorian house build mode things, and I just wanted to try it out because I always loved Victorian style houses, and I've tried to build some in the past and I think they've been pretty cool, but like, I don't know, they just weren't always very true to Victorian style because the game doesn't have a lot of Victorian style like build amenities, so this pack just kind of gave me an opportunity to try to, I don't know, do some justice to the true Victorian style. Well, I mean, as close to Victorian style as I could get here. I don't know how accurate this really is. Obviously, I took a lot of liberties since it's called like a funky Victorian house. It's not like Victorian, it's a little bit more updated, a little bit more quirky, kind of weird, but you'll see it as we go along what I mean. Especially the interior of this build is just kind of wild. I played a lot around with my color palette a lot. Like, there's some questionable decisions, but I think it turned out looking pretty interesting. Definitely something new for me. Definitely looks not necessarily like anything I've built before, especially the inside. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see what you guys think. So this is a Victorian house. It has, let's see, 3 bedrooms. So I mean, one of the bedrooms an office, and then there's a master bedroom, and then there's a bedroom for like, it could be like a guest bedroom or like a teenager's bedroom, something like that. This would be a pretty dope family home. Yeah, raising your kids in a really cool house like this would be so amazing. I'd love to live in a Victorian house and like renovate the whole thing, and obviously keep all the classic fixtures from the original building, but like definitely update you know, the interior, make it all, I don't know, super cool. I just love Victorian houses, and I would always consider living in one, but they're, you know, ridiculously expensive and, you know, really hard to update and maintain and all that kind of stuff. But here I am putting on like these balconies that came with the pack, and these little I don't know what you call them, like window covers. Freezy? I don't know what they're called. They're like the things that go over the windows that, you know, block out the light. Those orange things there. The exterior of this build actually looks a little bit Halloween-y the more that I think about it, because I kind of went with this like black and orange kind of look. I still think it looks pretty cool. I definitely would live here if I could. But yeah, I really like the windows that came with this pack. It's not these windows. The reason I couldn't use the windows that came with the pack is just because I don't think the pack was like updated for the new window construction thing. Like, you know how after EA updated the windows to be movable, like all your custom content windows had to be updated by the creators as well, or else it wouldn't like cut out a space in the wall. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's just that issue where the windows that came with this pack just weren't cutting out a space in the wall. So I had to use, you know, windows that were updated for that feature, but I still think these windows look good. They're pretty similar to the windows that came with the custom content pack. Here I'm putting in my walls, very orange. I really like it. I think it's so cute. And then I made the roof above the porch like glass, which I thought that was really interesting. I think it's kind of cute. It's like a mini little greenhouse, but it's your porch. I don't know, it's cool. And then I also recently downloaded all these like custom archways, and you'll see that when I do the interiors, but it's really cool. This was just like a love letter to all the custom content creators in my life. Like, they're you know, amazing people, and like the only reason I can do stuff like this is because of them and all their amazing stuff, and it's like almost always free, which is crazy. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm just a big fan of custom content creators. I think they're the hero of the Sims community because this game would not be playable without them. And I feel like the Sims team should consider them a little bit more when they're making stuff. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just setting up the exterior now, putting around my hedge just to create like a little lot, I guess. And then the actual way that I split this up is pretty simple. I create like a driveway, and then I just separate the rest of the yard into like 2 little areas with these fences, which I thought were really cute too. I didn't go crazy with decorating the outside. I do put some plant work and greenery and stuff like that, but I wasn't too focused on making like outdoor spaces necessarily, if that makes sense. Like, there's outdoor greenery, but I didn't really make like, there's not really like a garden or like a place to like hang out and sit down. It's more just, you know, green work. But But I think it ends up looking pretty cool, and because I wanted the focus of this build to be on the interior, so I didn't really, you know, go crazy with the outside. It still looks good though. But here I'm just putting a little path just to make it seem like, you know, people have to walk through here, maybe to water the plants, or just, you know, to take a little walk around the estate. Put a car in the front because that's a really fancy car, and I thought it added to like the cool like vintage vibe of this place. And then here I'm gonna use these, like, I don't know what you call them, like flower things. I don't know what you call those, but they're found in the debug menu, and I just use them to create little plots of dirt for some little flower bushes. Put in an orange tree, not like an orange fruit tree, but like a tree that is orange over there. Putting in some, let's see, I believe now I'm gonna put in the flowers. Where are they? Not yet? Okay. There we go. Those orange flowers, because I wanted all, or at least most of my greenery to match the orange color of this build. And then I believe we're gonna move on to the inside, yes. So here I'm splitting up the inside. I actually really like the layout of this build. It's just really interesting, and it gave me a chance to use a lot of my new archways. Look at that archway. Look at this archway. Wait, where is it? Where's my archway? Oh, did I not put it in? Look at that archway, it's beautiful. Look at that, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love these arches. Like, I'm gonna use these so much now because they're just so wonderful, and they just add such, like, it's such a specific detail to add to a build, is like custom archways, you know? And I just think it looks really cool, so. And even this one's a custom archway, and you'll see it better when I put in my lighting, but it's pretty cool, yeah. Let's see, am I gonna put in my lighting now so you guys can actually see what I'm doing? No, well, putting in my, what are those called? Beams, you know, support beams. Try to stay somewhat true to what a Victorian interior may look like. Obviously really nice tiles, because I feel like a lot of these old buildings always have very interesting, cool tiles. Yeah. In my dream house, if I could design my dream house, I definitely have like custom tiles in like every single room that would have tiles, like a bathroom or a kitchen or something like that. I love tiles. I think they're so beautiful, and I would definitely go like full ham on getting like custom or like vintage tiles wherever I could, which is a very expensive endeavor and therefore will probably never happen in my lifetime, but you know, I can dream, can't I? But yeah, here I'm setting up the living room. You'll start to see this interior get a little wild coming up. I put these tiles underneath the fireplace because I was reminded of a picture of a house I saw, or a couple pictures of houses that were Victorian houses that had like these custom fireplaces, and then they all had like tiles around the bottom of the fireplace. So I decided to do that here, and I think it actually looks pretty cool. And then here I'm setting up these paintings above the fireplace. You're probably very familiar with these paintings by now. I think I used them in my last build a lot. It's a recent custom content set that I downloaded, and I'm obsessed with it. I love these paintings. Amazing. The set is so beautiful. But here I'm putting in a lamp, obviously fringy lamp, because very Victorian, very interesting. And then I'm gonna put in my seating, and you can see we're starting to get some interesting colors here. I changed my stained glass windows to purple so that it'd complement my furniture a little bit more, because I've been going with like this, oh, how do I explain this? It's like purpley, burgundy, red, black, white, gold. That's kind of the color palette of this room. And then in other rooms, I start bringing in like some turquoises and some very interesting colors. The color palette here is kind of inspired by the color palette of the new Paranormal pack, which has like a lot of jewel tones and a lot of like very strong, vibrant colors that are kind of deep and dark. So that was kind of what I was going for here. I even ended up using these curtains, which when I was doing a review of this pack, I said I probably wouldn't because I was worried about the color of the beads hanging down, but I actually really like how it looks, so yay. And then over here I use this curtain from the witch pack, I think. And then I'm just gonna put in some plants because I wanted to bring in some green into this room somehow. So I use this pot, and then I'm gonna, I believe I put in a hanging pot, but maybe not. Let's see. No, I guess not. But I put another vase over there, and I'm gonna put a chase lounge because I love chase lounges, it's so beautiful. And then over here I'm gonna put in a chess set because this is definitely the kind of house where the people would play chess. And you have this like big, beautiful window right there. I just feel like this is so aesthetic. Like playing chess by this beautiful stained glass window, like surrounded by like plants and colors. Like, damn. This is like a beautiful house. I love it. It's so weird though. It's so outside of anything I normally do, but I'm just really happy with how it turned out. And then a little, I don't know what you call this, like a chill corner where people sit by the big window and talk, stuff like that. Little extra paintings and details, and then over here I'm just gonna put in my dining table. I went with a pretty simple dining table, and that's because the rest of this room is gonna be pretty colorful, and I didn't want to like overwhelm the room. But yeah, here I'm putting in some plants because I wanted a lot of green in this room, and you'll see in a second that, yeah, here we go. Blue plates, very interesting, very not my my style with like the turquoise and stuff, but I feel like it actually works. I changed this carpet in a second though, but it's just so interesting. Like, I don't know, like it reminds me again like the paranormal pack with all these like very interesting colors, like pops of turquoise. I don't know, it's very cool. Very funky Victorian, which is the name of this build. Here I'm putting in some, let's see, that's like a wine bottle, I guess, or like a jug or something. Just decorating the table a little bit. More plants, because you can never have too many plants. Curtains. There's like curtains everywhere in this build, which is amazing, because sometimes I forget curtains or I get annoyed by curtains, because I don't have like the best selection of curtains in my game. But the curtains in this build work pretty well. Here I'm adding in some decorations. Yes, that is a rooster. That's a base game rooster statue that I put in because I thought it was cool. And I swear to God, I've never seen that rooster before. I guess my brain just like glosses over anything that's base game. But I saw it and I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna put this rooster in here. And then over here, I'm just gonna put some paintings, keeping it pretty simple. Okay, that is the dining room, the living room. We're gonna do the kitchen now. I end up changing the tiles in this kitchen. Like, this works, like it's cool, but it just feels a little dark. So I changed the tiles to the ones in the entryway, and then I just believe I go with, yeah, this like green tile. Oh no, I changed the tiles again. Okay, so we have this floor, the starry floor tiles, and then we have like this green tile wall, which is so beautiful. My God. And then I went with pink cabinets because I was like, you know what? Pink, green, black, it's interesting. It's so weird. I love this kitchen. It's so interesting. Gonna put in a sink, let's see, some lamps to bring in my gold tone, and then I'm gonna put in some shelves. Wow, this is a long video. This is like another 20 or so minute video. I've been doing a lot of really big builds recently. I don't know why. I think it's because, I don't know, am I trying more? Is this what that feels like? I don't know, I'm just kidding. I mean, I think I've just been more, I'm like on a creative streak, I guess. I'm feeling a lot more adventurous with my builds, and I think that just leads me to have longer builds because I'm experimenting with so much and I'm trying new things, and it just, I don't know, makes my builds longer and bigger and stuff like that. I have a build idea coming up, and I might just do it tonight and just release it tomorrow, but we'll see. Should I tell you guys? I don't want to spoil it. No, I'm not gonna tell you guys. We'll see. We'll see what you think of the build I release tomorrow. I think it'll be an interesting one. But here I am putting in a rug, which I thought was an interesting touch with like the blue color. And then I put the stove over here, and then I separate the kitchen with that wall there. So you can see there's kind of like a little eating area with the stove over here, and then you go into the back and there's like the kitchen area. So it's a very interesting setup for the kitchen. And I like it a lot. I think it's so cute. I love this kitchen. It's wonderful. What can I say? I'm gonna put in some curtains, I believe. No curtains. Okay, that's fine. And then let's see, what am I doing? Little decorations, more decorations. Let's see. I don't remember what I do in the rest of this room. Oh, I just put in some food, and then I'll put like a ham on the stove, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Stove ham. A little butter churner, because, you know, when do you not need a butter churner? More shelves, because you can never have too many, or not shelves, but, you know, cabinets. And then, is that? Oh yeah, okay, so that's the kitchen. And then this is a little entryway. I didn't know really what to do with this just because I'm terrible with like entryways in general. So I just made this little nook over here, which is like a chill nook, I guess. And then I put in a rug, I believe. I think most of this entryway stays relatively empty, which I think works in the sense that if you were walking in, it'd be like this grand big space, you know, it wouldn't be super over cluttered, I think. A little foot rug, which I think I changed later actually. So I'm gonna put a door in this stairway, which it doesn't lead to anything. I wasn't able to like build in there in a way that I liked. But like I like the idea that there was, you know, a little closet in the stairway. So the door is just there to insinuate that there is space underneath the staircase. And then I believe I just put a little runner here. Or do I delete that? I think I delete that, yeah. And then that is the entryway, I believe. Yeah, okay, moving upstairs now. At this point, it was very late at night. Like I've said in my past videos, I recently, like, totally fucked up my sleep schedule. Like, absolutely messed up my sleep schedule. And I'm still working on fixing it, but for now, at this point in time, I'm pretty sure this was probably like 3 or 4 a.m. when I started doing the upstairs of this house. So I was like really freaking tired, and I was like, you know. I still enjoyed it though, I had a lot of fun doing this, but you can, maybe this house is so crazy because I was like half asleep and totally groggy when I was doing it. But here I'm putting in curtains. I think I changed these actually. Let's see. Oh, I changed the entire layout of this room. Not the layout, but like the look of it, because I wasn't liking how it was looking. Yeah, so I changed the walls back to the stripe pattern, and then I changed the bedding to go with a different, more dark color palette than what was there previously. Brought in some purples and reds, which is like my color palette for most of this build. And then here I'm just putting in some curtains. I love these beaded curtains. You're gonna see these beaded curtains everywhere upstairs. And then let's see, I'm gonna put in some more curtains. Oh, those little like cover curtains, and then a bench at the end of the bed. And then I'm gonna put in like a little closet area over here, which is somewhat modern looking for the rest of this build, but I still think it actually works. It's like a specially designed custom closet that I thought looked pretty cute. And then I'm just hanging some dresses here. They're like old-timey dresses, which I thought could insinuate that this person's a really big fan of, you know, vintage and collecting and, you know, unique things, obviously, if they live in this house. So I wanted some very interesting dresses to hang there. And then I'm just gonna put in some plants, just to bring in my green color again. I think yeah, there we go. So I took out that dress and I changed it to a white dress, and then I believe I put in like a closet over here. Like a side table, yeah. And then lamp, and then I believe I put a mirror in there. Let's see. I kept this room relatively simple. I mean, most of the rooms are relatively simple just because they're laid out in such an interesting way. Like, for example, I didn't really want to put anything against, or like blocking the big window there, because I thought it was such a beautiful window that it should be unblocked and just have like direct sunlight onto the bed. So I put this chase lounge on the left side so it wouldn't block that huge window. And I think it looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, I love this room. It's so wonderful. Pillow, and I believe that's all for this room. Yeah, so we're gonna move on to this hallway now. Kept it pretty simple. It's just a light and a little closet. Putting in more lights because I love lights. And then this is the office. This is a really cute office, actually. Like, it's like pink and blue and just totally cute. I love this office. This desk was an interesting choice. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it ends up working out, but I feel like I could have gone with like a more old-timey looking desk. It's so cute though. Putting in a rug. Let's see what rug I go with. That rug? Yeah. Curtains. Isn't this so cute? Such a cute little office. I wish I had like a cute little office or like a cute little studio space or something like that where I could just, I don't know, decorate and have a wonderful, cute little pink space. And then I'm just gonna put in these bookshelves from the Strangerville pack, which I've been using a lot recently because I recently fell in love with this kind of color palette. Let's see, little reading chair, pillow. I believe this office is relatively simple. Put in a little hanging plant, and I think I put another plant in the corner over here. Yeah, that beautiful plant. More little decorations, and then that's it for this office. Simple, simple. And then this is the master bathroom. I think this bathroom turns out looking pretty interesting. Like the color palette, again, it's just very, very interesting for a bathroom. I think it's so cool. There's not a lot of details in this bathroom. I just really like it because of the colors and, you know, the way it, you know, vibes. And then I'm just gonna put in these pink counters, which are the same from the kitchen, except they have like a white marble top instead of wood. Mirror, double sinks, little details. yeah, done. Beautiful bathroom. And then this is the bathroom for the other bedroom. I designed it before the bedroom just because I wanted to finish up my bathrooms. I usually do my bathrooms in batch just because I'm not a huge fan of doing bathrooms, so I like to get them over with all at once. And then this is the bedroom, which I think I'll just say it's like a teenage bedroom. It could also be a guest bedroom, but you know, it could be whatever. Putting in some pillows, figuring out my color palette. I went with this like black, this like stark black against like the pink with it, which I think ends up looking really cool. It's kind of like a flowery emo. I don't know how to explain it. That's just kind of like what I think of in terms of the look of this room. Like pretty, like gothic Victorian, I don't know. Anyways, putting in some paintings, decorations, making this room very, very pretty. I really like the master bedroom, but I low-key like this room more, and I think it's because of the pink, because I just really like pink. It's nice. And then putting in a hanging plant, more plants, because this is a house full of plants. Little closet, or like a armoire, I guess. I don't know what the difference between a closet and an armoire is. Little desk with a typewriter, because I was avoiding like modern technology, even though this would probably exist in modern times. I just wasn't feeling the vibe of modern tech. So everything in this house is pretty old school. And then this upstairs area, I just put in a rug and a tiny little chill space again. like a, I don't know what you call this. I just call this a chill space. Like whenever there's like two chairs next to each other, like in a nook somewhere, I just call it a chill space. Because it's just a place where you sit down and like, I don't know, read a book or like talk to someone. It's just a chill space, you know? Mirror on the wall, and then over here, another painting, and then I believe that's it. Or no, I put a runner down this hallway just to fill up that space. Took me a minute to find, there we go. I went with the gold runner, I believe, yeah, and then I think that's it. Painting on the wall? That's it for this build, isn't it? Yes, okay. Well, let me know what you guys think of this house. I think it's so cool. I love the interior especially because I went really outside my comfort zone in terms of color palette. And yeah, let me know if you have any ideas about what else you'd like to see me build. Let me know what you think of this build. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.